Yo guys, it's me Peace, and today we are going to be showcasing my Jedi Survivor Platinum. Now, this is a very fun game. I enjoy the Star Wars games so much. Cal Kestis is one of my favourite Jedis, I can't lie. But yeah, we're going to be going through how I got all the trophies and showing how I got the Platinum. So without further ado, let's go for it. So first up we have Roof Chop Duel for defeating the Ninth Sister. This was a fun boss fight as you also gain access to your dual stance, which was my favourite stance during my playthrough. Next we have for Saw Gerrera, which is gained just after leaving Coruscant.
We should tidy up before we visit Grease. You know how he is about that.
After that, we get another trophy for petting a boglin. And then moving on, we obtain grab some seat for going and talking to Grease. Then I decided to flush a random toilet, which gave me another trophy called Cleaning Up.
I don't want to know how this got there.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Soon after, we get the past made present, freeing the Jedi, also known as Dagan Gera, a Jedi from the Old Republic from the Bacta tank.
How could she entrust Tanalor to someone like him?
Next we get Mirror Match for mind controlling an enemy to defeat another one of the same enemy. And then carrying on with the story, we get Survivors We Adapt for travelling with Merrin. To be honest, I'm so glad these two got together. I am so happy and can't wait for them to have Jedi witch babies.
I'm gonna come. Oh. Stop it. Get some help.
After that, we get a missable trophy. You've got a friend for directing both Merrin and Bo to attack 10 enemies at each. Then we get Among the Masters for finding Sier Junda and Master Cordova in a hideout. Moving on, we get a combat trophy, now Reposite, for parrying an enemy that resists force pull. Another combat one we now get is They Never Saw It Coming for striking an unaware enemy 20 times. And now we get a cosmetic one. We get Hey Look at Us for equipping a new cosmetic in each of Cal's slots. Then we get Greasy Money for trading 25 collected items.
Could use this.
I'll say.
Following the story now, we get introduced to Cage to give us our bounty side missions and Who Gives a Puck. Next up, we get Kitted Out, which is for equipping new parts to both weapons and BD1. Moving on, we get, now this isn't pod racing, for travelling 500 meters while riding an animal. In this case, I got it when riding a Spammel.
Easy, friend.
After that, we then get for the path for protecting Pilgrim Sanctuary.
How did you do that?
A ritual I learned when I returned to Dathomir.
So now this one, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know how I got it. This one's called Skywalker, which is keeping your feet off the ground and walls for 60 seconds. More story trophies now. This is Out of Bedlam, which is gained for rescuing a friend from the Bedlam Raiders. Next we have a reference trophy. There is no try for lifting this ship out of the mud, which Luke also did in the films. Another reference trophy now, So Uncivilized, which was Kenobi's line to Grievous in Revenge of the Sith, gained for defeating 10 enemies with the point blank skill and the blaster stance. Continuing with the story, we get Tanalorr bound for collecting the Abyss Compass. After that, we get Slam Dunk for slamming 5 enemies down simultaneously.
Imperials up ahead. They think to stand against us.
Next, we unlock Tragedy for defending the Archive, but we unfortunately lose Sierra to Darth Vader after Bode's betrayal. Now, let me just say, anyone who's done that boss fight knows not to mess with Vader after that. Except me, because I learned a very special skill and I went from this to this. Dark side powers, yeah. So this next one is Han Solo. This is for defeating 50 enemies while under the influence of Force Slow. After that we get At the Precipice for surviving Nova Garen. And then we get into the Abyss for finding the route to Tanalorr. Finally, we beat Bode the Betrayer and get our last story trophy, a place you could call home. Now we get on to the cleaning stage. First of all, we got this is a cannon for pushing an enemy into the shattered mining cannon, which, as you see, I just dropped a droid in there, easy peasy. Next we get Jedi Path for fully upgrading 3 skill trees. After that we get Catch for hitting 3 enemies with a single roller mine. We then get as a trap for exploring the Finnick Caves.
Perfect, buddy.
And then we get another trophy that I wasn't expecting. They're probably fine for dropping an animal into a non-playable area, basically throwing it off a cliff. Now I don't know what happened here, but I think the animal just had an idea and went like this.
And I've decided that I want to die.
Moving on, we get a reference to the first game, a presence I've not felt since, for finding and equipping the poncho. I then decided to go for King of the World for reaching the highest point of Harvest Ridge.
Let's stop.
And next we have I'm a Living Legend. Yes guys, King of the World didn't sound right, so I wanted to be a legend, and that's for defeating all legendary bosses.
here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
After that, we got Roadhouse for drop kicking an enemy while having the mullet haircut equipped. Although I didn't hit the hit, it still popped, so that's a win for me. We then unlocked Star Tours for discovering and completing all Jedi chambers. Some of these I did struggle with, but we got there in the end. Then I decided to go hunting for people to put in my bar, as I hadn't found everyone yet, until I got to these two and the max capacity trophy was unlocked.
Let us make haste, Tully Moo.
All things in their
Next up we have Reconnaissance. This one's super simple, just look through BV1's binoculars and look at an enemy data when prompt. After I got the trophy Gambler for being all Holo Tactics matches,
They just won't lay off the trigger.
Was it too easy for you?
then while randomly playing I got the trophy Growth Spurt for having a fully grown garden.
We're getting quite the green thumb, huh, BD?
We then decided to do some more combat stuff and get the trophy Blood, Sweat and Tears for completing all Force tiers. Moving on, we gain Get Down from there for attacking 20 lifted enemies. And then we go ahead and get Splurgle for buying all Doma's merchandise, which was a pain as I had to go through all the map finding every collectible. An easy one now called Cobra Cow, referencing Cobra Kai the series. All you need to do is equip the headband, then come over to where I am and just attack the trooper. Next we have my favourite Scottish space shrimp, I think that's what he is anyway, me old pal Scuba Steve, and finding all his spawns gives me scuba diving. Sometimes I think Scuba goes down there and comes back up just like this.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the f is that?
Moving on, we have one with the Force for avoiding 50 attacks using Focus Sight. As well as we get Pinpoint for executing 10 perfectly timed precision releases. After that we get Perk of the Job for equipping all perks in all slots. And finally, we have our last 3 trophies, and I've saved the best for last. After doing all Cage's bounties, we become the top bounty, which turns Cage against us. But she overlooked our Jedi background, and with help from a familiar face, Boba Fett, we get the final 3 trophies: Intergalactic Geographic for scanning all enemy types, Cage Match for defeating Cage, and then finally we get our shiny Platinum Trophy. Anyway guys, that was my Jedi Survivor Platinum video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please like, share and subscribe. It really does help me out and shows that you want me to do more of these. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Take care, have fun, and I'll see you all around.